Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to a big night tonight in the Premier League. It is 4th place Arsenal taking on 5th place Tottenham Hotspur for the North London derby at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now this is a big one. If Arsenal win tonight, we can secure Champions League football for the first time in quite some time actually. It's been quite a few years since Arsenal have been in the Champions League, so qualifying for it tonight at the Tottenham Stadium as well, no less. Then obviously it's going to be a big night if we can pull it off. But of course Tottenham not going to be an easy task. They've got the danger players in Son, Harry Kane, etc. A lot of firepower going forward, so if we can hold them off, then you never know what can happen. But even if we do lose tonight, we've still got a great chance of qualifying, because as things stand currently, the points gap between Arsenal and Tottenham is 4 points in total. And once this game is played, of course, there are only 2 games remaining. So if Arsenal lose tonight, that will leave Tottenham just 1 point behind the Gunners going into the final 2 games of the season, still fighting for the top 4 finish. So of course if we do lose, it just means that Arsenal need to win their final 2 games of the season and we will still qualify for the Champions League. But of course if we win tonight, that will build a 7-point gap between both Arsenal and Tottenham. With 2 games remaining, that will mean Arsenal do qualify for next season's Champions League. So fingers crossed we can do it. It's going to be a tough task, but I have confidence within the side. It all depends on the players, which side's going to turn up. We know that Arsenal can play outstanding football, but also we can play very terrible as well. So we're hoping that the Arsenal that we want to come out do come out. We've had some pretty shocking results this season, and if you think about the teams that we've actually lost against, remember we started the season losing against Brentford, was it 2-0 or something? I forget what the score for that one was. We've lost to Everton as well not too long ago. I think we've got Everton as well. We've lost to Brighton. I'm trying to think of who else was in there recently. Crystal Palace I think we lost to as well, right? We did well against Manchester City until obviously we gave away a penalty and red cards and all that. So some of the teams which we've lost against, we really shouldn't have lost. And saying that, with the games that we did lose, even if we turn them into draws, we would have had top 4 finish pretty secure already. But Arsenal being Arsenal, that's not the case. So we're going into the final 3 games of the season, still unsure of where we're going to be finishing. But of course we are back in Europe, that's a given. We're going to be finishing at least 5th place, so progression. So you got to give Arteta that. I've been a big critique of Mikel Arteta throughout the season, but the results that we've liked obviously have gone our way. But as I mentioned just a short time ago, the results which we've gone against us have been the only thing that letting us down. So progression, and we've been linked with a few moves this season. Obviously Erling Haaland fairly linked with Arsenal, but he is now signed with Manchester City. There was never really any hope that Arsenal would be signing Haaland. The only real connection between Arsenal and Haaland was the chance of Odegaard speaking to him, but of course I don't think he's a big of an influence as we would have liked for that signing. But Haaland to Manchester City is going to be interesting for the Premier League. An exciting signing nevertheless. It's nice to see the big boys coming back to the Premier League. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo here, now Haaland. So next season is going to be very exciting. And also we have the World Cup to look forward to halfway through as well. But there you go. There is Granit Xhaka scoring Arsenal's third. He's having a good game for us today here against Tottenham. One of the players which I've also been criticising throughout the season. He's made a lot of mistakes, frustrating mistakes, which is why he gets a lot of bad press by the fans. So hopefully he can stamp out that tonight and for the final 2 games of the season. And then hopefully Arsenal will be Champions League contenders next season. But as I said, there's got to be a lot of changes going forward. We've been linked with Gabriel Jesus. That should be a good signing if we do manage to bring him in. I don't think he's going to be the main striker though, which I still think we need somebody else in, because obviously if he gets injured, we've only got Eddie Nketiah as well. So it's going to be very busy summer, I believe, for Arsenal. We still need a right back. William Saliba coming back as well for a centre back fight. We also need a central midfielder. Youri Tielemans has been linked this week with Arsenal, so that could be a very, very big possibility for the Gunners. We know he's a very good player, so seeing Tielemans at Arsenal would be exciting for me at least. Speaking of that, in the midfield, El Nene has actually played really well this season for Arsenal. Well, I'll say this season, last few games, El Nene has been really good. There is Granit Xhaka scoring again, so he's got 2 goals now for the Arsenal as we do head towards the end of today's episode. 4 goals to 1, which was pretty much helped as Tottenham did get themselves a red card. If you've been watching the game in the background, as I've been bumbling on to you guys. But as always, leave your score predictions in the comments section below. Can Arsenal secure Champions League football tonight? It would be great to do it at the Tottenham Stadium as well, just to add that little bit of salt onto Spurs. But I think, guys, that is going to be about it for today's episode. As I said, leave your comments in the section below, your score predictions, who you think is going to get on the score sheet. Leave a like if you did like today's episode. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.